Welcome to the Living Lighter Show. I am your host, Sally Thibault. Today, we're talking the number one success strategy most people miss. Before you set your intentions for 2021, you want to make sure you watch this. Welcome to the last show for 2020. Can you believe Friday next week is Christmas? What an extraordinary year. And I know for many people it's been a tough year all round. And you know, a little bit of Christmas cheer perhaps. I know we're not with our children this year. I know many people can't be with their families this year. So it's a perfect time perhaps to, you know, just spend some time, you know, relaxing. And if you're like me, you're starting your planning for 2021. Can you believe that it's here? So as you pop on today, just let me know if you can hear me. I do just want to do a very quick shout out to our sponsor, NAS Cosmetics. You know, I spoke last week about the fabulous cosmetics that are non-toxic, all natural, and just give this fantastic coverage. You know, the more I use these cosmetics, the more I'm falling in love with them. So if you want to know more about NAS Cosmetics, head to their website, find out more about it. She has a Christmas special on at the present time. But truly, as we age, looking after our skin and what we put on it is incredibly important. And I know if you're like me, I'm very mindful of the food I put in my body, very mindful of what I have in the house as far as non-toxic and low chemicals, and being our skin absorbs so much. So it's a great cosmetic brand, NAS Cosmetics, and thanks to Jen for her sponsorship of the show. I am absolutely loving these products, absolutely loving them. You know, I've received so many compliments over the last week or so. That I've been actually using the product. So check them out, NAS Cosmetics. You can find it on Facebook or Instagram as well. All right, let's back to the number one success strategy most people miss. Now, I love December. As I begin my planning for 2021, I have in my mind what I'm going to do, but I never ever start until I have some fair idea of my word that I want to choose for 2021. So just say hello. Morning, Nicole. Oh, hi, Nicole. I should say good afternoon, isn't it? It's not morning. 12 o'clock. Hi, Nicole. Great that you're here. My word. I always spend time in December choosing a word that's going to be a theme for me for the coming year. Now, I had a great word last year. Absolutely loved it. And I do this every year. I spend time trying to create a word, something that really resonates. So last year's word, I feel I actually haven't used it. I feel it didn't get a good trot. You know, I feel it didn't get a good run. So I'm balancing up whether I choose that word again and make some adjustments to the sentences that describe it, or I change my word. Now, it's funniest thing is every year I do exactly the same thing. I think I have a word and then I kind of, I'm a bit hesitant to change it. I just pop on and said, Nicole, I'm scared to pick a word. Yes, I know, Nicole. It's really, you know, Nicole, it is so important every year, as you probably feel the same. This year is clarity. I get very clear, right, on what happened on life, really. Every year, no matter what word I choose, when I go back and do my review in December, I go, oh, wow, that really came true this year for me. And so I've done this process, I think I've mentioned on many shows, since 1996. So that's 25 years. I have been doing this process. And every single time, the word that I have chosen has actually manifested. So I'm very, very conscious, you know, understanding how the brain works. I'm very conscious about choosing word. And I remember one year I chose the word transcendence because it was a pretty word. I really liked the word transcendence. And the theme was transcending limitations. Now, boy, oh boy, was I ever challenged that year on my limitations. It popped up for me each and every time. It was a huge year of personal growth. I would never choose that word again. It was a hard year. Oh, my Lord. But I remember a year we chose solutions. I think it was the very first time we ever did this. It was when our son was diagnosed with autism, and I was looking for solutions. And when I went back in the December of that year and looked at it, we had created incredible solutions for him. So it's I take it very seriously. I take it very seriously. I take time, I think about it, I meditate on it, and then I choose it. I choose the word, then I break down, as you know, everybody that's on the show knows that, then I break each of the letters and create a sentence out of them. So it's an all-encompassing vision for me. So this time I wanted to talk quickly about this vision I'm just going to check some. Nicole, I think the word is opportunity. It's a little scary. Ooh, I like that for you. I really like that for you, Nicole. It's so powerful. It is opportunity. Opportunity. Really love it. I like that. Yeah, that's a powerful word. And yeah, it is a bit scary, which makes me think you should choose it. Makes me think you should choose it. Yeah, so before doing that though, and I want to go through, we're going to get into this number one success strategy in a minute, but I just wanted to do a preamble of it. Look at your vision board for 2020. Now, I know mine's, look at mine, it's just over there. And I go, yeah, well, that didn't happen. Well, that didn't happen. But the pivot, because what I'd said didn't happen, the pivot's been fantastic. And is catapulting me into 2021 with a very different business model than what I had at this time in 2020. But this is a time to be very honestly critical of yourself. This is the only time I suggest you be critical of yourself. Right now it's been a tough year. It's been an unpredictable year. But the question to ask is, what have you not achieved that was really not impacted by COVID? You may have a lot of things that were impacted, and that's fair enough. Just checking my aircon's on. Boy, it's hot and steamy today on the Gold Coast. But where if you look at your vision for the year, and where if you look at your what you're looking at again now in December, where did you not achieve in the areas that were not impacted by COVID? For instance, I'm talking about things that count: spiritual, emotional, and physical health, number one. Relationships, because remember, everything flows from that. So to look critically and honestly at, okay, I need to be honest with myself. Where is it that I have kind of made excuses, and only you don't have to tell anybody, only you know that. Where have I actually made excuses? Where did I not make the best of this? And particular, when it comes to things like physical health, emotional health, spiritual well-being, where did I let myself down? Because then from there, you can then reset it, okay? Are you about to make exactly the same health intentions, and I'm talking about things like weight and eating well and exercising, that you made this time in 2019? Where are you when it came to things like in your journal, daily meditation, drinking lots of water? Where did you not achieve those things that you have absolutely total control over? And that's what I was saying about being really honestly critical with yourself, is that yes, things change business-wise, but really, where did you let yourself down? And are you making the same intentions, health, emotionally wise and spiritually wise, that you made last year and didn't achieve it? I always find December such a fascinating month because we start thinking about the next year, even though there's no difference between 11:59 on December 31 and 12:01 January 1. But it's a time for reflection and stepping back. And this is where I want to talk about the 10-step process that I created. I'm going to just go to the 5, and the 5th one is the one I really want to talk about today. Let me grab some comments here. Nicole, I haven't released the body weight I wanted to, but I've released so much emotional weight. Brilliant. Absolutely. So that's the beginning, isn't it, Nicole? That's the beginning. And I think that comes first. You release the weight emotionally and then physically. So brilliant. That's awesome. On the 10-step manifestation strategy that I use, number 1 is make a decision. So you're sitting there in December, taking some quiet time, and don't say I'm going to put it off till next year. Don't do that. You can start thinking about it. Something that can make a difference. Thinking about it. Okay, the power is making the decision. What do you really want to achieve from today forward? Make that decision powerful. Encompass it with your word, but make it powerful. Number 2 is then create the vision. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this all the time. You create the vision. What will it look like when you make that decision? Let's use weight as an example. So when you make the decision, I'm going to release the weight that no longer serves me, what does that look like? What do you look like? What can you do different now? And if you release that weight, it's got to be a strong vision, because no matter what you do, no matter what goal you set, no matter how many times you step outside of your comfort zone, you're going to have tough times. You've got to have that strong vision. Number 3 is embrace the emotion. So in that vision, how will it feel? You feel joyful, energized, love, peace, whatever it is. What's the emotion that goes along with the vision? So make the decision, create the vision, embrace the emotion. The next one, number 4, is plan the implementation. How are you going to do this? What changes are you going to make? You have to have a strategy. If a general in the army is not going to send out, people to fight a battlefield unless there's a plan. You have to plan the implementation. And in that plan has to be, okay, what do I have to change in order to make this a reality? If I want to release the weight that no longer serves me, what am I going to do? What steps am I going to take? What foods am I going to embrace? What activity, exercise, what emotional limitations am I going to let go of? Got to have a plan. And how am I going to do it? So if you say, for instance, okay, I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to go for a walk at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, or whatever time you're going to go for a walk. What has to change the night before in order for you to do that? What has to change? Because remember I've talked heaps of times about habit stacking. If you want to get up early and you don't normally get up that early, but because of work you have to get up half an hour earlier, what's going to happen the night before? Time do you have to be in bed? What time does the TV have to go off? Lay out your workout gear. Have your drink bottle ready. I've my sunglasses and keys, and I've got a pack that goes around my waist for my phone in the morning so I can listen to podcasts. That's all at the front door. My shoes are at the front door. My socks are at the front door. My hat's at the front door. My workout gear is laid out on the tea chest, the thing in my room. It's laid out on that. So that when I get up in the morning, I don't have to even think. I'm in the bathroom, the clothes are on, I'm walking out the door, I've got my phone, got my hat, my glasses, my keys, and half the time I go, oh, gee, how did that all happen? So I go down the elevator. You have to set that up, the implementation to make that happen. And then plan out your food. If you're going to practice intermittent fasting, what are you going to do at 11 o'clock? Have you got your protein smoothie ready? Have you got your salad ready? Have you got your acai bowl ready for 11 o'clock? And so that means sometimes, like for us, we go to the markets on a Sunday. So before we go to the markets, okay, what am I going to have to eat this week? Have I got enough, bananas to go in the smoothie? Have I got enough lettuce, tomato, cucumber, avocado? Do I, got enough eggs or whatever it is? Like, you always kind of planning that implementation. But I want to get to now the one thing that I think most people miss. Let me just check the comments, Nicole. I really noticed building a vision in meditation first with Dr. Joe, and makes the physical form so much easier. I know, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I love it. Every day my vision intensifies. Every day I put more color in, I put more people in it, I put more emotion in it. I just build on. I have the same vision. I just build on it. And then, what do I need to do to make this a reality? It's the question I ask myself. There's the vision. I know what it is. I'm not. I don't have issues with knowing what I want. The question becomes, what do I need to do to implement it? Okay. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Excuse me. I love my meditation and visualization. Is one thing I will not do. Even if I have to miss a workout, this in the rain, couldn't go to the beach, not missing my meditation at all. It is just so powerful. All right, let's go. Number 5. This is the thing that I see most people miss. Commit to the action. I want to ask you this question. How many times have you said affirmations like, I am my perfect body in my perfect shape and my perfect weight? Or, I am a money magnet. Money flows to me easily and abundantly. You know what? You're not telling the truth. You're not telling the truth of the reality of where you're at. It's like you go, oh, well, I'm saying all the affirmations. You're far better off. And this is number 5 on the 10-step profile, but 10-step plan. And I think this is the one that people just glean over, because this is the hard one. Are you going to commit to making this reality? So instead of just creating airy-fairy affirmations, instead, in your journal, write, today I am committing to whatever is that one step that's going to be closer to my vision. What are you going to commit to? Do you know, I want to read this poem. This is one of my favorite poems by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I just love it. And, when he says, until one is committed, there's a hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness, concerning all acts of initiative and creation. There is one elementary truth, the ignorance which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. The moment one definitely commits to oneself, then providence moves to. All sorts of things occur to help that would otherwise not have occurred. Now, that poem was written in 1832. When you commit, it's like your brain goes searching for ways to make it happen. And when you commit, it's like, I know for me, if I make a commitment that I'm going to do something, I'm not going to back out of that. I've made that commitment. So I have my strong vision. And then each day in my journal, I say what I'm going to commit to take one step closer to that vision. So for me, my daily commitments to myself are wake up every morning to get my 20 minutes of meditation in, go for my walk to the beach, or at least do a workout, stretching. I'm committing to, a headstand every day because it feels so good and I love it. I commit to drinking 2 liters of water a day. I commit to intermittent fasting. I commit to intuitive eating. And when the word commit is used, it's no airy-fairy. It's no going back. You commit to doing something that brings a whole different energy. And for me, 2020 was all over the place. It was unpredictable, uncertain, and I don't think it's going to change in the first at least 3 or 4 months of 2021. Nothing is going to change. In fact, it may get a little. When we go into winter ourselves, come on, who do we think we are? It's a virus. So nothing's magically going to change except your commitment to yourself. And I believe 2021 is about getting real. My sister in Melbourne, they were in lockdown for quite some time, and she did another course. She did a certificate in, she did a diploma in art therapy the whole time during lockdown. I've heard of people do all sorts of things in lockdown, redecorated houses, painted wall, whatever. But that commitment to the change is incredible. So saying that you're healthy and fit and I'm a money magnet isn't going to amount to anything unless you commit to the action. Because if you say, I want to lose weight this year or release weight in 2021, and you continue to eat inflammatory foods or don't exercise or a myriad of other things, how are you going to create the change? It's just not going to happen. You have an idea what my word might be for 2021. As I said, I'm balancing up 2 words at the moment, the word I had in 2020, or whether commitment is going to be my word. I'm not sure which one yet. And I just need to do some more meditation. I'm waiting for after the 21st of December to really get clear on where I want to head. We'll see what comments. I get excited for it every day. Beautiful. I get nice try. Yeah. Cecily, it's called, I don't know. I don't actually know what the name. I think it's called Providence, maybe. If you just Google "Until One Is Committed" by Goethe, Goethe, it'll pop up. You'll see who it is. It's a beautiful poem. I just like the last little bit. He says, where he says, where is it? And material assistance that no one could have dreamt would have come your way. Whatever you can dream or begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. When you commit to the action, that's the 50-50 thing. The universe will support you. That you have to go 50-50. There's no such thing as the universe not supporting you. It's just that you need to co-create. So let's go back to this. I'm just going to go over this quickly. Number 1, make a decision. What do you want in 2021? Be clear, very clear, crystal clear if you can, super duper clear. Spend time making that decision. It's the way the brain works. Frequency of illusion, remember. You make that decision about what you want and you will see it pop up, all sorts of opportunities pop up. Number 2, create the vision. What does it look like? Number 3, what does it feel like? Embrace the emotion. How does it make you feel when you see that vision? How strong is it? Number 4, plan the implementation. Okay, how are you going to do this? What needs to change in your world? Do you need to be more organized in your food? If it's money, for instance, money flows to me in magical ways. Well, what are you doing to make it happen? If you're in business, how are you going to ramp up your marketing? What are you going to commit to? How many more videos are you going to do? You want to write a book this year in 2021? How many pages are you going to do? What do you need to change in order to make it happen? You have to create the implementation and then commit to yourself. Just commit to yourself. And this is what this is all about. It's like, what am I going to commit to every day, every week, every month? So that you're not sitting here on the 16th of December, 2021, making the same intentions and goals as you're about to make right now. That's a great vision to even do, is like, where do I want to be on the 16th of December 2021? Where do I want to be? What do I want to have done? And that, to me, is the true mark of success. You may not get exactly, like this year, what I'd originally planned didn't happen, but the pivot's been fantastic. And it's just been magical. If I would never have thought about it, if I hadn't created that strong intention and it didn't happen in 2020. I wouldn't be where I am right now, about to do what we're about to do, if COVID hadn't hit. And it's so much better. So that's what I'd like to leave you with today. Commit to action. Just a reminder too, if you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, my book, Tap Into Reclaim You, a great gift to give to somebody you know that may be needing change in their life, and you maybe talk to them about EFT and they don't quite get it. It's a great book to explain it. And on that note, I just want to wish you the most extraordinary, peaceful Christmas and powerful start to 2021. Remember, change happens through you, not to you. If you want to create change in the world, be that change. You are a light worker. That's why you're on this show. You are a light worker, and who you are resonates with so many others. And as I said, a lot of people are going to be expecting massive change in 2021. It's not going to happen. There'll be some tough times for many people to come, but not for you. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Let me just check. You're welcome, Cecily. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for being such a great supporter of the show over 2020. I've loved you being on the show. Yes, have a beautiful Christmas, everybody. Have a wonderful Christmas. We will be back on, I think it's the 13th of January. We're back on the 13th of January with the Living Live show for 2021. Ooh, who knows what it's going to look like? I have some plans. All right. Have a wonderful Christmas, everybody. Wishing you and your family peace, love, and joy this Christmas and New Year's season. See you 2021. Bye for now.